Hey everyone. I recently finished my Pong game. It's 2-player Pong in LittleBigPlanet2, and it's all out of lights. So I built a giant 12 by 20 pixel display out of literally gluing a bunch of light bulbs to a piece of rubber, and I hooked it up to some logic, some crazy logic, and this is it. 2-player game. You control it with your accelerometer in your controller, left and right. Okay, so I'm just gonna read this. This is the unfinished version. I'll update the level in the future to fix bugs and add features. Meanwhile, feel free to leave any suggestions. Press triangle to begin. Whoever presses triangle will become player 1, and this level will not work properly with 2 players. Oh look, I have another controller on. My dad was playing with me. I'll just leave him on. Alright. Press triangle to begin. Okay, so I built this menu. You can use any of the inputs, control pad, left or right control stick to move up and down. Press X and circle to go forward and backwards. So you click this, it'll start the game. You can read a little tutorial, it just explains the controls. Move the paddle by tilting your controller left and right. You can pause the game by pressing R1 and L1 at the same time. You can start a new game by pressing R2 and L2 at the same time. It'll reset the score. And then settings. Okay, might be a little hard to read. This says speed, score, 2D and 3D, color, sound, and music. So I can actually make it like that so it's easier to read. I built all these. These are actually physical objects. This is actually a big piece of black rubber with pieces of glass and then lights attached to the glass. All the wiring, there's a ton of wiring in all this, but it's invisible in play mode. I'll show you that in a little bit. But for now, I'll just show you how this works. This adjusts the vertical speed of the ball. The horizontal speed is determined by what part of the paddle you hit the ball with, because you scroll along the top and bottom of the screen. It's like sideways of what normal Pong would be. So this adjusts the vertical speed. I'll just go full speed. Score, the points to win. When someone misses a ball, it'll just roll on the ground or ceiling, and it'll bounce off the wall. So the ball doesn't like stop and start in the middle of the screen or whatever it does in Pong. I don't even know what it does, but it'll just continue as if there's no pauses or anything. It's cool because it keeps it fast paced. Let's go for 5. Yeah, this toggles the camera. It affects every menu, so it'll toggle the camera for every menu. Color, you can adjust different color settings. This is basic, like realistic lighting. This is all the lights are off, or all the background lights are off, so it's really bright colors. Then there's this neon, like a black light kinda, and then black and white down there. I like that one. Sound, you can make it a retro. This is sound effects in game. Like there's 3 different sounds. There's bouncing. The ball bounces off the paddle. Ball bounces off a wall, and you score a point. You can hear a little sound. X is nothing. That's like wood, so it's like realistic sounding. Sci-fi, it's all energy sounding, and then retro. There's retro sound effects. So I'll go with retro. Music. Just different songs. There's like a happier song. Metal, rock, and I don't even know what this would classify as, but I just put a lot of variety in because there's gonna be different people playing it. It's like surfing music, I don't know. And then fireflies. Song created in game actually. With some other user that put it up for sharing for other people to get. It's just an object. it's really cool. There's no lyrics or anything, but there's like a guitar in place of that. All right, new game. I'm on the bottom. The second controller up there isn't doing anything, so anyways, what would happen is you know, as soon as every time you get a point, your little counter goes up, and right now I have it set to 5, so when I get the 5th point it would end the game, and it'll have the sky will turn blue if player 1 wins, blue paddle, or the sky would be orange if player 2 wins. And I'll demonstrate. You can pause. It locks the paddles in place so you can't move, and it locks the ball in place. You can reset the score, R2 and L2. Alright, well, I guess that's about it. I'm going to show you some of the logic.